So looking at forecast scenarios, we think that the change in legislation in countries like China can have an impact on unit prices. Basically, when you change legislation, as they're going to do it in China, you increase the cost of production. If you increase the cost of production, then unit prices go up. One thing we have seen in China is that the growth of packaged food has been based on very, very low prices. So right now, the new legislation environment is going to, we think it's going to increase unit prices. It's going to make food basically more expensive. And that is not good for Chinese consumers, but this could be good for international manufacturers because the difference in price between international brands and domestic Chinese brands is going to be reduced. So yes, it's bad for consumers because they're going to have to pay more for food, for milk, but it could be an opportunity for international manufacturers that have been trying to enter the Chinese market for a number of years now. Yes, we think that currently there are many uncertainties in terms of economic recovery. We see, for example, that China is seeing now high inflation, relatively high inflation, and that could lead to an increase in interest rates, which could result at the same time in a weakening of demand. We see in the US unemployment is still very, very high, and the dollar is getting stronger and stronger, which could sort of hamper recovery of sales in the US. So this could have an impact at global level in terms of lower economic growth will lead to weaker demand. Weaker demand will have different impact depending on the sector. If we're looking, for example, at chocolate, weaker demand will mean that premium brands are not going to be are not going to do as well as they are doing now. But if we are looking, for example, at milk, we're looking at soup, we're looking at canned food, well, these are necessary food staples, so the impact would not be as strong as, for example, in indulgence product. We think that Kraft taking over Cadbury is going to have an impact in the market. Cadbury has a presence in Asia Pacific, and Kraft doesn't have that presence. When two companies come together, you basically get synergies. That means that they are more efficient. So in terms of innovation, they have more resources to develop the same number of products. In terms of pricing, they have more resources for distribution, for agreements with local suppliers. So we think it will have an impact in terms of pricing, because the products will be more affordable, and B, in terms of innovation, because they have more resources, they are more efficient, and they can launch more products in Asia Pacific. So we think that will have an impact in terms of the number of premium products available in Asia Pacific for chocolate confectionery, which is one of the fastest growing categories in the region.